I'm going to give you a few moments to look closely at number 12, 12A, B, C, and D, and think about those answers. Ready? Go. And we'll talk about it.
Okay, well, first of all, 12A is definitely not correct.
If you bring it back complete tomorrow, Alex will fill in your circle. Okay? So write down the homework for Thursday, Wednesday, and Thursday, please. Welcome back. 94. Okay. So remember, this is basically yes means true and no means false. Why they can't put that, I don't know. Okay, 5 times 60 equals 30. True or false?
False.
False. What does equal 35 times 6? Yes, thank you, Skylar. So now we get to start a little trickiness. So we've got 500 times 6. So 5 times 6 is 30. And then we need 2 more zeros. This one we have to pay really close attention to the zeros. 2 more zeros. So that gives us 3,000. So is this one true or false? Right, false.
I got no, yes, no. I got false, true.
C, we've got 5 times 6, which is 30. And now we need 3 extra zeros. Yes. So then we have 30,000. Is this a match? Yes.
The next one's yes.
So I just want you to wait. Keep that in your thought bubble. 5 times 6 is 30. And now I need, we're in our activity book, 1, 2, 3, 4 more zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I put my comma, I can see that now I have 300,000. Is it a match? Yes, it's true.
That's not.
Tell me more. Have I made a mistake?
There's 4 zeros.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then I've got these from 5 times 6 is 30. So actually we have 5 zeros. The tricky part in this one is that our original product has a 0 in it. So keep those in your desk, Alex. We'll pack them up at the end of the day, and will you take out your activity book, please? All right, any other questions about those for number 12? So if I were making myself a note for the test tomorrow, I might write something like, be careful with the zeros. Remember, you can write yourself little notes that you might look back on tomorrow when you're taking the test. Okay, the best estimate, okay, when I see estimate, I'm going to round for 78 times 50.
80 times 50.
Okay, I do not like this part. So here's what we're gonna do. I just want you to tell me the estimate. Okay, so if you pretend that this test says estimate 70 times 50, period. Tell me what to do, Skylar.
For 78, 5 or more is the 1st place. Races score 4 or less. For the rest, there's an 8 that's more than 5, so it will be 80. And I just kept 50.
I would too.
No 1.
Because it's easy, right? The only reason we're estimating is to make it easy.
It worked out because you got the 2 zeros to
Yep, so all you have to do for this one is estimate. Got it, Annie? Got it. Catch up. Yep. Yeah, because on the actual test, this is the actual test. If I show it to you, you'll have to pretend tomorrow that you've never seen it before. So when we have our actual test tomorrow, we'll look at this and we'll say, and we're just gonna estimate. So are you working without disturbing others? Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. This part can just be confusing. My goal for this test is not to confuse you. I just wanna know if you know how to estimate. Yes, Cadence.
I already did the problem.
Totally fine. On the test tomorrow, you won't have to. Yes, Zachary?
I got 40,000.
So-
I did, 3 times 0 is 0, so put a 0 there. And then, 8 times 5, 40, and, plus 3 zeros, so you can't put 4 zeros. It's three numbers and then a comma, so it would be 40,000.
No.
So are you saying that you did the shortcut method for 80 times 50?
Kind of, yeah.
So if I set this up in the shortcut method, I'm gonna get my first partial product is gonna be 0. Then I'm gonna turn this to a 0 and put a 0 down here. Then I've got 5 times 0 is 0. And 5 times 8 is 40. And when I add up my partial products, I get,
I got 4,000 too.
So the shortcut, if we wanted to use our mental math, Zachary, we can just think 8 times 5 is 40, which is right here. And then we can count up our extra zeros and add those to check. That makes sense? Okay. Find it, Gunnar? Choose the number from the box to complete the statement. The product of 39 and 22. Okay, what do we think when we see this word product? Shout it out.
Multiplication.
Thank you. Okay, well, let's try that again. Everyone, what do we think when we see this word product? Multiply. Okay. So take a moment, choose your favorite method. Will you please multiply 39 and 22, which is really the same as saying 39 times 22. Choose your favorite method. Let's see what you get. Bless you. Did you get a 3-digit number?
Yes. Wait, I'm not done.
I'll wait. I see pencils working. Keep going, keep going.
Then keep going. Okay, but can people not say done when they're done?
I agree completely. We do not need 29 dones.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Don't say it out loud.
Guys, if you need to whisper to someone nearby to confirm your answer, please feel free. But some people are still working. Your numbers are confusing. So then you don't write the 18 down there, you write the 18 on the top. The one goes on the top, remember? There you go. Aha, you caught your mistake. your brain seems to want to do partial products. Cash. Okay, are you done, Annie? Miles, are you done?
Yeah, I'm not doing
Did you get something that looks like this?
Yep.
Yeah, I got it. That's
I got it. I got the same four answers, but I added them wrong.
That happens. So maybe you want to make yourself a note, Aisha. Be careful if you're adding. So also, I want to remind you guys that you can still be trying out different methods. So if you're doing a method, Cash, that's not working so well for you, at this point, if you can't get it by yourself, then maybe you should go back to a method that's totally comfortable, right? This is a test, so you want to do something that you're sure is going to work. Got it? Really fast, okay? Okay. Let's move on. We're almost done. Yes, Zachary? Okay. A bus tour of New York City costs $48 per person. A bargain. A group of 7 people go on the tour. What is the cost for the group? Then we've got explain. Okay, so who thinks they have a good solution to this problem, an approach? What should we do to solve the problem? Ella?
Well, first we should do 48 times 7.
Because?
Because it says $48 per person, and there's 7 people.
Give me a I agree signal if you agree with that. 2 people agree, 4 people agree. Anybody else agree that you're going to multiply 7 times 48? Okay. All right. I'll give you a moment to do just that. 7 times 48. Ready, go.
Can you do it in the box?
Yes, you can do it in the box. Choose your favorite method. And remember, this last problem was 2-digit by 2-digit. Maybe you have a certain method that you do for that, but maybe you can do a shortcut method for something like this because it's just 2-digit by 1-digit. You don't have to use only one method. What you got? Still working.
Just use your multiplication first.
You working? What you got?
336. Don't shout it out, otherwise I'm gonna get the answer. Because some people are still working here. Three, 3, 6. Finally.
You just wanted people not to shout it out. Then you kind of did it. Did you do the problem? Why not? All right, I chose to do the partial products method. This is what I got. 7 times 8 is 56. 4 times 7 is 28, but it's times 10, so I got 280. My grand product was 336. Okay, so now we need to explain. Lana, when we see explain, what do we need to write? Okay. I'm going to work on my explanation while you work on your explanation, and then we'll share. Ready, Nolan, to work on your explanation? Explain with words.
I know my answer is right because I did 8 times 7 and then 40 times 7. After that, I added them together.
Great. Zachary?
I minused 40 and 8 from 48 and then separated them and then multiplied them by 7.
Okay. Thank you. Matthew?
I expanded the 48, then I split the box in half. I put 7 on the side and multiplied 7 times 40. Then 8 times 7 equals 56. Then I added them up.
Great explanation. Nolan?
I used area model to multiply 48 times 7 and added the partial products.
Beautiful. Cash?
I did 48 times 7 because it says a bus tour in New York costs $48 per person in 7th grade. That's why you do 48 times 7.
Thank you. Gunnar?
When I multiplied by 48 and 7, the two numbers I got was 280 and 56. And when I added them both, I got 336.
Great. JD? A little bit louder. Can we say it again louder? Jackson?
I figured it out by the shortcut method. I multiplied 48 and 7
Great. I love how we have so many different methods. Okay, let's move on. Okay, there's a book sale at the library. Yay. The price for each book is $4. If 239 books are sold, how much money will be made at the sale? What should we do to solve this problem? Gunnar, what do you think?
Multiply, but if you already see by, you can use any way, but for me, I saw that it was quite easy because it wasn't like two-digit multiplication. It was 3 by 1.
So what are we going to multiply and why?
We're going to multiply 239 because that's the only number that's shown in 4 and 4. And
So more so, Gunnar, we don't just take the numbers and multiply them because we want to. We are going to say we know that there's 239 books, and each book is going to earn $4, right? So that's why we're going to multiply 239 times 4. Okay. All right. I'll give you a moment to try your favorite method. 239 times 4. Ready, go. Annie, what method are you going to use? Area model, great. What method did you use, Lucas? Okay. Cadence, what method did you use? Amelia, what method did you use? Great. What method did you use, Skylar? What about you, Miles? What method?
area model.
Great. What method, Kate? Shortcut. Oh no, their voice disappeared again. So remember, if you were going to use the area model, you've got 200 plus 30 plus 9, right?
Yes.
So we have 3 partial products. I'm going to use the shortcut method, so I'm going to do 4 times 9 is 36. Thank you. 4 times 3 is 12, 13, 14, 15. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 more makes 9. Did anyone get 956?
Yes.
And look, it happens to be one of our choices, which is outstanding. Colin, did you go outside to get a pencil? Remember, we have a whole cup of sharp pencils at the front. You don't have to leave the room. I would prefer that you do math in pencil. Help yourself to a pencil from the cup. Okay, volunteers are needed at this animal shelter. If 245 boys and 304 girls each volunteer to work 3 hours, how many volunteer hours is this? Okay, lucky for us, they said, wait a minute. Is there any extra information given in this problem? Cadence, what is the extra information?
Volunteers are needed at the animal shelter.
Okay.
And boys and
It doesn't
girls.
have anything to do with the problem. It just said, because if you cross it out, it says if 245 boys and 304 girls each volunteer to work 3 hours, how many volunteers hours is this?
Okay, I agree. Yep, you could cross that out and say, explain why. That was a good explanation. We don't need to know that to solve the problem.
We also don't need the boys and girls information.
Let's multiply.
What would we multiply?
Well, we don't need the words boys and girls.
Ah.
Just need 549.
Okay, but I would disagree and say we do need to know that there are 245 boys and 304 girls
You just yelled off the answer.
because we need to figure out how many volunteers there are all together. Okay, so I'm going to save myself some time and not write all that in down here, but I'll ask you to do that. And I'm going to start solving the problem. What do we need to do first to solve the problem? Oh, I'll give you a moment to write.
You actually add them.
Tell me more.
Because you don't times them because there's not like, it's not like extra.
Okay.
Because there's only boys and girls.
So Cash is saying we need to add the boys and the girls. Anyone agree with that?
Yes.
Annie agrees. Ah, Miles says yes. First we should add, and once we add boys and girls, what will we know? How many people total? Right? You're right. That we don't necessarily care if they're boys or girls, but we do need to know how many people there are all together. So the first step we're going to do is we have to add the boys and the girls to figure out the total number of volunteers.
The volunteers at the animal shelter, I think it kind of, I agree with Cadence, it isn't needed, but I think they kind of did it because it wouldn't make sense if they just said they were just working for 24 hours.
I agree. You could also easily say that there's no extra information because we're going to use all of the numbers in this problem to solve it. Right, Kaden? Different than when they're like, the book costs $4. She has 72 books. She lost 2 of them. How many books does she have? If we're asking how many books does she have, do we care how much they cost? No, so then we could cross that out. So you could easily say no extra information. I would accept that too. Okay, what did you guys get for 245 plus 304?
547. I got 549.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Same here.
549.
You can actually do that in just in your head. Because
Okay, now we have to answer this question. How many volunteer hours? So if each volunteer works 3 hours,
times 3.
we're going to take this number 549 and multiply it times 3. Do you see it, Gunnar?
I got
And then I got
So can you guys hold your answers? We don't need to have a conversation across the room. It can be hard for people to concentrate.
Yeah, I'm trying to work.
All right. Did you get 1,647?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and finish it up. All right, I'm gonna give you a few moments to work ahead on number 18. You can do 18, 19, 20, and 21. Let's finish, see how many problems we can finish on this page. Okay, Annie, keep working. If you're finishing up number 17, please feel free. We'll check in a few minutes on page 96. So keep working, Annie.
Oh my god, how many pages?
This is it. This is the last page. We've done it.
So many pages.
I just realized how we're so close to tearing it out, right? We're literally so close to page 100.
No, we're not tearing them out. No.
We're so close to page 100.
So have you finished number 18? Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, this is like a math puzzle right here. It's kind of fun.
Oh yeah, I think it's B.
Wait, I don't get that.
Which one?
Number 19.
It's tricky. Get one? Did you get an answer? Did you get 1,647? What'd you get? What? That's okay. Okay, let's talk about number 18 and then we'll go on to number 19. This one's tricky. This is like number puzzle. Mark all the expressions that are equivalent to 7 times 800.
Oh, I meant 19. I don't get 19.
Yeah, I'm gonna get there first. This one first, then we'll do that. So what about, this one is like I say, sort of like brain gymnastics. So 8 plus 100 times 7. So 8 plus 100 times 7 plus 10. I feel like I could do 100 times 7 if I split this into 8 times 100. But I don't know how I would ever get 8 plus that. Plus 10. This doesn't make any sense. Can you guys figure out a way that we could use this to solve 800 times 7?
No.
I'm feeling like that's a big
I used
No.
a rectangle.
Yeah, I did too, but I can't figure out a way that I would get,
No, I'm on number 19.
okay, but I'm not. So down here, thank you. So B, 8 times 7. Okay, I could totally do that, right? 8 times 7. And then 100 times 1. Let's see, 8 times 7. I've got 800 times 7. Could I do 8 times 7 and then times 100?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this would be 56, and then here's my times 100. So you guys agree that B is a viable option? Did anybody color in B? Okay, phew. I tell you, this one is like a bonus. I'm gonna call this one a bonus. Okay, can I do this? 7 times 80 plus, or times 10? So let's see if I have 800 times 7. If I did 7 times 80, what would I get?
560.
Right? So that would give me 560. And then if I multiply that times this extra 10, would I get the right answer?
Yes.
I would. C works.
And then D.
Am I ever going to add 8 plus 7?
No.
No.
Never.
We don't even care about that. Okay. I propose that we take a little recess break and then leave your activity books out because when we come back, I'll wait. I'm still talking. When you come in from recess, instead of doing vocabulary, let's finish up 19, 20, and 21 after you wash your hands, and then we'll review. Okay, so you can leave your activity books open. You may walk out to recess. We'll do it after.